Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to MHF. Hello ladies and gentlemen. We are out here, you get me, here back on another match day to discuss more and more things related to football, aka the games that happened today. There's a lot for us to discuss. Chelsea absolutely robbed by Manchester City and robbed by their own striker being absolutely useless. Arsenal doing their best to help kids all around the world who can't sleep be put to sleep. So we will not be starting with the Arsenal section because everyone's just gonna start getting bored, start yawning, and you're gonna need some black coffee. I have my black coffee ready. I'm not gonna take any sip of it until we get to the Arsenal section, so I can stay. I can stay up for the stream. So big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button and subscribing to MHF. We are targeting, inshallah, 3K subscribers before the end of tomorrow. So tomorrow, inshallah, our stream will be after Ahwa. So we are on 2.82K. So let's get to 3K subscribers ASAP. So this can only be achieved by your help. So please hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video everywhere. Every single one of you guys, please share the video everywhere. That share button is very important. And we're here to discuss all the games, all the action from today, ladies and gentlemen. So talk to me, Mo. What are you telling me? You good? You're on mute. And you've shaved your beard.
Guys, I actually... Okay, so basically... thank you everybody that joined me. Thank you everybody that joined us from the other channel, Footy Judge Mo. Make sure to hit that like button.
Why did you shave your beard, Mo?
Okay, so this is what happened. No, okay, so it's a very funny thing. I didn't shave my beard. What happened is, I normally do this as a 0, and then I do this as a 2, right? So I grabbed the wrong thing, right? And then I did this, and this happened, right? That happened. My wife was like, "What the actual f? What is happening here? You know, what did you do
Next
to
time,
yourself?"
just let a barber handle your beard. It's better.
Yeah, barbers here are bad, bro. And I never only cut my hair. But anyway,
how much does a haircut cost you in the US?
It depends where you go. There are 3 ways to cut your hair.
Give me average.
No, because they're different. You can go to the Chinese shops. You can pay $10. Okay, and they do like just
okay.
Or you can go to the Arabs, which is like the Arabs, like ours, like Jordanians mostly, or Palestinians, about 25. Or you can go to the Americans, where a girl will cut your hair, or like a guy, you know what I mean, like a shop, and they'll give you a drink while you that, and it's $50 to like 100, depends, and you have to tip and stuff like this.
Damn, it costs $3 over here.
$3, $3 American dollars.
No, 3 British pounds, 4 American dollars.
$3, 3 American
$4 for hair and beard.
For hair and beard. Wow.
Yeah.
Here it got expensive, to be honest. Lately, the inflation here has been absolutely crazy, guys. Like, I'm gonna give you an example here of something that never happened since I moved to America. Milk was, for a gallon, was $2.99. Right?
Gallon.
$2.69 gallon of milk. $2.69. So $2.69. Same exact one right after COVID is $4.29.
That's mad.
$4.29.
Mostly agricultural things went up as well after COVID.
For America, this inflation, people have never seen this inflation ever in their life. They've never seen this inflation.
Life here is inflated as well and expensive. It's just haircuts that's
shawarma sandwich has been now. It was $6. It's $12 yesterday. $6 now. It's $12.
Shawarma sandwich.
Shawarma sandwich امبارح.
I saw shawarma sandwich.
By the way,
US.
it's from a food
lots
truck
of extra stuff on it. By the way, for all the people watching, a shawarma sandwich is supposed to be as follows: the chicken, pickles, and garlic mayonnaise. That's it.
You eat
with fries. Shawarma. That's it. Nothing else.
That's the Lebanese and the Jordanian and the Syrian. But actually, I don't. Shawarma chicken is not my favorite thing. Beef shawarma is my thing. It's Egyptian
Beef
stuff.
shawarma is supposed to be with onions and tahiniya. That's it.
Mm, so this is how Egyptian do beef shawarma a little bit different. They put onions, tomatoes, baqdounis, which is cilantro,
Parsley.
parsley. Sorry, so they put
فضحنا.
parsley.
You're the guy in the US. You don't even know what
Always,
Badounis is.
I always confuse both. I don't know which is which. When my wife always get like, oh, can you get us parsley? And like, I always get the cilantro. When I can get us cilantro, I always get parsley. I always do that. So yeah, it's good. Guys, we're building people here. We have over 200 people here. Do you want to talk about the football? We can, but I think it's different cultures, guys. You're learning. You're learning about stuff in America, though. But to be honest with you,
Lebanese
when
shops
I
are the
first
best
came,
for
bro,
shawarma.
when I first came here, to be honest with you, shawarma was $4.99, $4.99, $12, bro, from a food truck, not a restaurant. Food truck.
That's insane.
It's crazy, to be honest. It's absolutely crazy. Uh, all I have to tell you, people here, that food in America is the worst food in the world. And
No, it's
American
not.
people, no, ingredients wise, actually, you don't know that.
British
I
food
know.
is the worst food in the
No,
world.
you don't
Sorry,
know. It's
English
not about
people.
the kitchen. American don't have a kitchen. It's about the ingredients. Do you know what I mean?
Listen,
You don't understand. You don't understand.
listen. I've seen
If,
enough British food to know
yeah,
for a
no,
fact.
I went.
I'm
Oh,
not
no,
giving.
you don't understand. The British kitchen is not great, but still their
It's not
ingredients,
great. What's there? What's there?
nothing. But there, it's more
Mushy
mostly
peas. Come on, man.
Indians. But you don't understand what I'm talking about. You don't. The flour here is bad.
It's unhealthy. It's not good for you,
Yeah. So
and it's filled with chemicals. I agree.
if you make the same food in America and you make the same food in Britain, the British people have more standards, have more
Yeah,
restrictions.
you're talking about quality because the FDA in the US always allow for extra stuff, basically. You
Any
know,
that is bad. Anyway, let's talk about City and Chelsea. Number one, was it a penalty?
look
100%.
at him. Look how I live rent free. I have created a whole rivalry. Kerfy Lewis is finally waking up to the reality. Today was the first time in Kerfy Lewis G history he did not blame Pochettino. Imagine, first
Really?
time ever. Yeah, he never blamed Pochettino today. First time ever. Can we get a round of applause for Lewis in the chat? Spam the clapping emojis. I'm about to put clapping emojis in the chat. Every single one of you guys, round of applause. Lewis has finally woken up. Everyone, please put clapping emojis for him in the chat. He finally realized it's not actually his manager that's the problem. Some of these players are actually crap. You know, if you want me to just get into it, I'm ready to lay into these Chelsea players who are crap, Mo. I'm gonna be real with you. Unless you want to introduce it to a more healthy, non-toxic manner before you let me speak.
Yeah,
Round
simple.
of applause for Lewis,
It's very
please.
strange. Jackson, right, was very good, but it's unforgivable the chances he missed. He was very good, arguably the best player on the pitch from both teams until he gets in front of the goal. Done, over. Done, over.
Mhm.
No discussion, no argument. You're rubbish. You can't finish. You're done. And it shouldn't have been Jackson in front of the goal. They should have had another forward and Jackson play off that forward, but they don't. Cole Palmer today was very good today. Created chances, didn't choke in tight areas, played well. He dribbled Rodri, made him look like a fool inside the 18-yard box, and Rodri was grabbing his ass. So this
Can I
Alaba,
just say one thing?
yeah,
You know what you remind me of? Mike Das talking about Nunez when he talk about Jackson.
no, but
He
Jackson
done
was very
everything
good.
except the finishing.
No,
Yeah,
but
but the finishing
the
is the most
problem is,
difficult thing in
yeah, but the
football.
problem is for me, I think this Jackson guy has something wrong in front of the goal. Nobody
Okay.
finishes that bad, bro. Nobody other than Nunes, but because the guy was faster than Kyle Walker,
Mm-hmm.
he literally played dominoes with the midfield bro. The guy was turning Man City players like they don't exist, like cones. Like he
Mm-hmm.
was playing around. He would, bro. He would receive with his back to the goal, and he's facing the Man City goal, and everybody's laughing at the Man City player. And then in front of the goal, he fluffed his line. I'm not gonna sit here and defend him. I'm just gonna say that he is a football player. For some reason, he's in front of the goal. He acts like a defender. And I don't know. I don't know why this guy cannot finish.
Mhm.
He made Man City players look mediocre, bro. John Stones couldn't get close to the guy.
He didn't make Man City look mediocre. Man City were mediocre today. Should have lost
They were
5-1. That's the
very bad.
reality.
They were very bad.
Very bad.
They
The
were,
goal that they scored was a deflection. That's
and
the reality, bro. That's the reality.
to be honest,
Remember when Hamza was laying into the Arsenal fans? You scored a deflected goal when Martinelli scored. Here, you scored a deflected goal, Habibi. Talk to us, yalla.
For me, to be honest, if you are watching this
Carry
Man
on,
City
because you're
team,
providing a more, footballing side.
my
Me,
point
I
is,
want
if
to
you're
talk
watching
about
this,
the in general.
if you're watching this game tactically and you think this Man City team is superior to teams, you have something else in your mind. This Man City team they weren't superior today at all, and it's not because Chelsea were doing basic shit: pass, go to the side, play the ball behind the defense. Basic. Chelsea weren't doing something out of this world. Man City was just mediocre. That's it, right? It's and and I'm sure that we're gonna take this to the league, and will Man City win every game? Well, you can look at this game two ways. The Man City were crap, and at the end they won the game. Or
Hmm.
you can look at this game and say you aren't gonna face a forward like Jackson every day. You aren't. But this Man City team looked mediocre. This City team looked like superior team on the pitch, and like at the end, you can look at yourself as Chelsea fan and think, well, Pochettino did what he can. You just have crap players. That's just some of them are crap. And you're gonna look at today, and I'm like, did you really have to play Enzo and Caicedo in the middle? Couldn't you have
I
just
will
done
ask
what
you
you
that
did last?
question. I was about to ask you that question.
Couldn't you have done what you did last
Do
game and
Chelsea
fucking
play
play
better without
Kunag?
Enzo? Think about it.
I don't know because they played well today with
They
Enzo,
beat
but
Everton 6-0.
yeah, okay, but could you have played Jackson off the left and maybe played someone else up top? Could you have played someone else? Like, couldn't Kuna Gallagher just do the tackles in the middle and Caicedo just give it to Palmer in the 10 and we just move on from this? I have to play Enzo and Caicedo. Enzo had 2 tackles, 2 interceptions on Kevin De Bruyne, right? And 1 good pass. And that's it. That's
Okay,
it.
let me just say this about Chelsea now. It's time someone gave them the harsh reality. People are finally coming around to the idea that it's not really Pochettino. The basic logic of my argument all year long was that the Chelsea players aren't as good as what you think they are. And I'll explain what I mean now. These Chelsea players will be good 3 years from now, 2 years from now, not next year, possibly not even the year after. People need to understand that the problem with Chelsea is not even the manager. Let's put the Poch debate to the side. Let's look at these players for what they truly are at this moment in time. Ben Chilwell is essentially through, does all the hard bit. Sterling is through on goal on the other side. It's a pass that me and Mo can make, and he ends up dribbling the ball out of play for no reason whatsoever. That's Ben Chilwell right there. Nicholas Jackson in front of goal. This is not the first time that he's done this season. I've seen Nicholas Jackson miss sitters time and time again this season. As a matter of fact, I think before he went to AFCON, him and Nunez were leading the league in big chances missed. This is just what Nicholas Jackson has been doing this whole year. He's had games where he's, played nice passes, done and everything you just said about Nicholas Jackson is exactly what I hear about Nunez every week. Nunez got into spaces. Nunez ran in behind the players. Nunez done this. Nunez done that. There's another player, historic, iconic player from this league 3 years ago. Also used to play for Chelsea. His name is Timo Werner. Let's just break down football 1-1 to the people in the chat. You cannot teach someone how to finish. Full stop. You cannot teach someone how to finish. Timo Werner was managed by Tuchel and Lampard and the Leipzig managers and the Germany managers and everyone on this planet. And he still cannot put the ball in the back of the net. Ange Postecoglou got 10 goals after Richarlison. For that alone, he should be given an award. He scammed 3 managers of the month at the start of the season, but that's beside the point. He is the guy right here that cost Chelsea the game today. Let's just say it as it is. Nicholas Jackson cost Chelsea the game today because he alone could have scored 3 or 4 goals. As a matter of fact, in a sequence of 30 seconds, he misses a chance. The ball goes out to Palmer, who delivers an unbelievable cross, and he goes on to miss a header right in front of goal. That is something that we cannot essentially factually blame any manager for, even if Pep was their manager, Klopp was their manager, or even Ten Hag was their manager. That is a chance missed that he should have put in the back of the net for a striker. There's only two players in this whole Chelsea team that I actually feel bad for. Actually, three, if I include the third one. There's two players that I feel bad for in the whole Chelsea team, and that's Cole Palmer and Caicedo. Because with Caicedo, I see the quality there, I see the smartness there, I see the tenacity there, I see the application there. Moises Caicedo will become one of the best DMs in world football in 2-3 years from now. If Moises Caicedo signed for Liverpool, we'd be top of the league. Someone will come tell me, Husam, Endo's performed better than Caicedo. Yeah, but Caicedo's surrounded by those Chelsea bums that we need, that I'm unpacking right now as I speak. Caicedo is a gem, and mark my words, 2-3 years from now, he'll be one of the best in his position in world football. Now, when you look at the rest of the team, let's just unpack this. Enzo Fernandez, no agenda. I'm not the type of guy that was hating on Enzo. I'm not the type of guy that was saying, you can ask even Lewis this. I'm not the type of guy to every week go like Enzo. I'm really not that guy. You know, at the start of the season, maybe I was looking at him a bit differently, but I stopped saying Enzo. I stopped saying that. But today's performance, absolutely horrendous performance by Enzo Fernandez. Like, it's just like Caicedo is operating at a 8, 9, even 7 out of 10 level, like for probably I'd say 80-90% of the games. Enzo Fernandez is simply not doing what is expected of him, what is even required of him. And I'm not even expecting GA from Enzo Fernandez. I'm expecting at least the forward passes, the dictation of tempo, keeping the ball well. All of that shit I'm just not seeing from Enzo Fernandez. I don't see the tenacity there. Enzo is a player that could play for Manchester City, could play for Liverpool if he had a destroyer DM next to him and someone who runs and has high work rate next to him in the other 8 position. He does not work in this Chelsea system. He will never work in this Chelsea system. He won't work. It's impossible for him to work with the personnel around him. The centre backs. I actually thought the centre backs performed well today. But overall, the problem with the Chelsea centre backs over this whole season has been inconsistency. I thought Thiago Silva had a great performance today. Great performance. I don't think Thiago Silva put a foot wrong the whole game. However, over the course of the season, he's made multiple mistakes. Same with Disasi, same with Badiashile, same with Chalobah, same with whoever played centre back. The third guy that I actually feel bad for is Gusto, because every time Gusto has the ball in the final third, he always creates. He's always dangerous. He's always involved. I cannot fault a player for actually not having, let's say, extra quality or whatever if he's simply not good enough or blah, blah, blah. But I can fault the player for not trying. Remember me and Mo yesterday, 2 days ago, sorry, we had the Grealish conversation. Why did we both prefer what Doku done against Real Madrid? Because even if it doesn't work out 7 out of 10 times, those 3 times that it works out, it creates danger. Today, Gusto wasn't good on the football pitch. However, every time he got the ball in the final third, he was involved. He was trying to make something happen. And that's something why I will never ever blame Gusto for. Those are the 3 players that I look at this Chelsea side and go like, going into the future, they could actually be something. Cole Palmer will be something, probably is something already. Cole Palmer will be something. Moises Caicedo will be something. And Gusto will be something. The rest are all expandable, sellable, and you could move on without. Noni Madueke. What the actual hell does he do well on the football pitch? I don't get it. Nicholas Jackson, we already touched on the chances missed. People need to understand something. If you're doing all the dribbling and all the running and all that shit, but you can't finish, you cannot categorically teach finishing. Prime example, Darwin Nunez. Let me explain something to you about Jurgen Klopp. One thing everyone in the chat will admit right here is Jurgen Klopp does things to forwards that make them play out of their skin. Sadio Mane, Firmino, Origi, Shaqiri when he played right wing, Salah, Jota, everyone is playing out of their original level. He cannot teach Darwin Nunez how to finish. He can't. And it's the same thing with Jackson. You're either a finisher or you're not. Mudrik came on, has all the physical attributes in terms of pace, but the final third, the delivery, the chance creation, all of that, did not put a correct cross in the whole time he was on. He did not cross the ball once well. At the end, Chelsea have a dangerous free kick. Okay, you've been troubling Manchester City all game long. This is a free kick in a dangerous position. You've got a couple of big centre backs that could score a header. You've got people who could score headers, and he ends up crossing it to a Manchester City goal kick. What the actual hell is happening at Chelsea Football Club in terms of personnel and players and quality? And I think now that your season's done, essentially, Chelsea fans can finally take a step back and go like, it's actually not the manager who's at fault. It's actually not the manager who's at fault. It's really the board for putting all this shit together and calling it a team of football that is ready to make the next step. This team lacks experience. It lacks quality. And this is the second point, because people keep saying experience. Let me give you an example of experience. Ben Chilwell. There's something called experienced crap as well. You want to hear an example of experienced crap? Jordan Henderson last season. I'm using examples from my own club so people stop crying. Jordan Henderson from last season. Experienced crap. Experience does not necessarily always mean you're good. You need experienced players who are actually good. If Chelsea want to actually become a better football club this summer, they need to switch it up. Their model is only signed 24 and under. Their model should now be 24 and above. This should be their next model in order to get better. They need players who are good, experienced in their prime, or ready to hit their prime, who are ready to make the next step, ready to make the next level, so they can take their team to the next level, because these players are simply not good enough. Think about this. Liverpool have fallen off recently, and I want to win the league. Arsenal the same, and the only ones that, we want to sit up here and actually take from your club are three players. Gusto don't even start for my club, but I'd still take him, maybe play left back or whatever. And I take Caicedo and I take Palmer, and that's it. That's it. You've signed 30 plus players in the Todd Bowley era, and I'm taking 3 out of 30. Let's be logical, guys. Let's stop scapegoating managers. This is my problem, not just with Chelsea fans. Let's push Chelsea fans to the side. I'm talking generally in football here. Stop scapegoating managers. Not everything that goes wrong at your football club is the manager's fault. Stop it. Stop it. Pochettino, factually, whether anyone likes it or not today, coached a 5-1. He coached a game in which Chelsea created the more dangerous chances, the clear-cut chances in the game, and they could not score a single chance. They could not score a single clear-cut opportunity. They dominated Manchester City. And by the way, even the substitutions made sense. And even Gallagher left wing made sense. You know why? Because it worked. Gallagher is not a left winger. But what does Gallagher do? Everyone in the chat, there's one word to answer what Gallagher does. Run. Did it or did it not work against Manchester City? It worked. Full stop. Period. No agendas. Did it work playing Gallagher on the left wing? Yes, because he pressed, he won the ball in dangerous positions, and he gave the ball to the players that can actually play the sport. Everything that happened today made sense, but you simply did not take your chances, and you were much better than Manchester City. And there's something I want to call out from Manchester City's perspective. Manchester City are the only club, and I've had enough of this shit because I've been calling this shit out from the start of this season. They're the only club in this whole league that have not had a single big decision go against them this whole entire year. If that's Liverpool, penalty. If that's Chelsea themselves, penalty. If that's Arsenal, penalty. Manchester City are the only club in the world that get away with decisions week in, week out, week in, week out, week in, week out. And I've had enough of this shit. They're the one club that these decisions don't get given against. They're the one club. Name one decision this whole year other than Grealish running through on goal that me and Mo could have caught up to him. And we already know what Grealish does anyway. Hold the ball, keep it, and then pass back. Pass back. Exactly. So they are the one club that was as a crystal clear penalty as I have seen all year long, because Jack Grealish moves his hand towards the ball and keeps it out of going into the back of the net, possibly, or at least hitting the target. That was 100 million% a penalty. Chelsea got robbed, but at the same time, Chelsea only have themselves to blame because they had about 20 chances to put the ball in the back of the net, and they missed chance after chance after chance after chance. So for me, Manchester City today were extremely lucky. They did not deserve the win. They should have had a penalty against them. And the man of the match was given to Kevin De Bruyne. I have no idea how the hell he got man of the match. The true man of the match for Manchester City is Nicholas Jackson, because he's the reason why you're on this final right now.
One of the other things about today's game is that, me and HUSAM were talking the other day, and we were saying that Pochettino is both aspects of the game. Defensively, Pochettino today, he coached a clean sheet.
He did.
I remember only Jack Grealish, what's the name? Phil Foden chance. He coached a very good defensive game. and he coached a very good offensive game. Both aspects of the game were very good. The thing about Chelsea is the more it doesn't work, the better it is for me as Mo, as footy judge Mo, of course.
Why?
Because I said that before, for the good of football, they need to fail.
So
Like,
no one tries this again?
so no one does this. No one. My point is, and guys, I hear this out because I think you guys forgot. 2 years ago, they bought Koulibaly, one of the best defenders in Serie A at that time. Left-footed center back, big guy. You know what I mean? Big left-footed center back. It didn't work out. Shipped him. Went in the winter and bought Badiashile. Left-footed, big center back, same exact style. Everything is great. Didn't work out. They're like, oh, sell this guy. Why is Chelsea allowed to do that? Why they are allowed to do that? Why they are allowed? Why other clubs aren't allowed to do that? We criticized Manchester City when they bought like a right back, didn't work out. But the next right back didn't work out. But the left back didn't work out. Why is that? Like, in my opinion, this project at Chelsea
It's a failure.
should
Simple as.
fail.
Should? It is. It has failed.
Koulibaly is left-footed for anybody that is asking. But in my opinion, this buy a lot of youngsters, give them 8-year contract, and lock them in the club.
Well, what do you mean? It's failed already. It's failed in front of our very own eyes. Mo, let me and you. We're here to have objective conversations, no agenda. صح? That's what we said about
Yeah.
MHF. Let's be objective. Let's not have long shows where we're cooking each other or any of that shit. We're here to talk football and purely football.
Yes.
I'm gonna give the Chelsea fans what they want. Pochettino tomorrow leaves Chelsea. Name who becomes Chelsea manager. Give me honest. Be real. Be real.
Yeah, Thomas Tuchel.
Come on, man. Thomas Tuchel don't even like Todd Bowley. They've already fought with each other. Out of everyone available in world football right now, there is literally no one better.
They can get Xavi.
De Zerbi?
They can get Xavi.
I don't think they will get Xavi. Xavi don't come.
Why
into
not? They can get Xavi. Xavi can sign for them. Xavi can.
Nah, I
can
don't think
sign
Xavi
for them.
comes in to manage a club with all these youngsters. Xavi needs to take the good job for him. My point is, who could be Chelsea manager next? If you want me to be realistic, the likes of De Zerbi.
No, Xavi. Why not Xavi?
No, I don't think they can get Xavi. Because
Why
Xavi,
not?
I'll tell you why. Because Xavi's next job will be very important for him. Because in the eyes of everyone outside Barcelona fans, Xavi succeeded at Barca. Because we could tell Barca's crap. The fact that they won La Liga alone with that shit team, Rafinha is their winger, bro. They went from Neymar to Rafinha. That's like going from Henry to Nketiah. Let's just say it as this. So the fact that he won a league title for them is very special.
There's Nagelsmann on the market. There's Hansi Flick.
I don't think Xavi is going to look at Chelsea and the current state of Chelsea and go like, I want to go to Chelsea based on what's happening right now.
Nagelsmann is out there because Bayern are taking Zidane.
Mo, you're not giving realistic options. Nagelsmann is not going to go manage Chelsea.
Nagelsmann is freaking out of a job for a year now.
And also, what proves that Nagelsmann is a better manager than Pochettino? What's Nagelsmann done?
Nothing. I don't like Nagelsmann anyway.
Actually,
I'm just giving you realistic options.
I don't even think Nagelsmann has a Bundesliga, to be fair.
No, he won it with Bayern Munich.
Then no, but they sacked him mid-season, no? Even when they were en route to winning it.
Oh, Nagelsmann renewed the contract with Germany until 2026? The World Cup? Ah, all right. Yeah,
he actually got sacked before they won the Bundesliga, FYI.
Okay, so he has. Anyway, Nagelsmann. Yes, I just read what you guys are saying in the chat. Yeah, he renewed actually his contract with Germany until.
Yeah.
This is why Bayern went to get Zidane, because I think now Nagelsmann is not coming back after the Euros. He's staying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's no realistic options for Chelsea. Who?
Graham Potter is available.
Don't do that. Graham Potter ain't gonna come back.
But I don't think Pochettino is gonna leave. I think actually Pochettino next season, if he's given the right tools,
yes,
he can get them top 5, and top 5 gets you the Champions League.
100%. I agree with that completely. But what's right tool?
I think with the right.
Let us unpack what is right tools to you, Mo.
They need an experienced midfielder. So in my opinion, they need to go and sign an experienced midfielder, someone who has been there, done it. They need to sign an Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney is freaking. If Man United are freaking linked to Ivan Toney, Chelsea should go and get the guy for 30-40 million. Get Ivan Toney. If Arsenal aren't gonna
Okay.
get him, um, there is a lot of left wingers in the league that can go to them, right? Like, if Nottingham Forest get relegated, just go get Morgan Gibbs White as a number 10 because Cole Palmer can play right side. Like you can have a clear number 10 in Morgan Gibbs White.
I hear you.
Um,
That's a good suggestion.
I think Colwell, they need to let go of Thiago Silva and get somebody else.
Agreed.
Colwell, Badiashile, Disasi, they need another centre back.
Yes. Who's
I'm
also
not.
experienced.
Korea isn't. These are all easy for
Would you
Chelsea.
make the argument that they even need an experienced goalie?
Well, I think Petrovic is all right.
I think Petrovic is very good
He
goalkeeper,
has been
but
very, very good this
he's
season.
also
I would give
young,
him.
and you can see the mistakes happening every now and then.
Yeah, but I would get him. I would keep him as a starting goalkeeper, to be honest.
Okay.
I would keep him. And that's it. Sell Reece James and get another backup to freaking Malo Gusto.
I actually agree. I think they should move on
Sell
from
Reece
it.
James.
Every single one of your answers, Mo, includes
And then
the
be
word
Enzo,
experience.
get Enzo, be a bench player. Or sell him to Real Madrid or something.
You cannot get Enzo. See, now here's the problems. See how Mo is touching on the surface of the problems. You want to sell Enzo tomorrow. Who's paying out his 6-year remaining contract?
Oh, you have to take the L.
You have to take the L. So Chelsea will have to pay for his salary,
No,
lose on him.
no. He doesn't have 6, he has 7 because they extended 1 year.
So you just made it worse, basically.
No, but you don't understand. He gets, if he goes to Real Madrid and Real Madrid offer him 200K for like 5 years, he would take it because that's
not
equal
the point,
same.
Mo. That's not the point.
That's
The
equal.
7 years of the contract, who's going to pay him that wages that he is basically authorized to? Chelsea have to take the L, and then Chelsea have to take the L on his transfer value.
Yeah, 100%. He's not gonna get him 50, 60
Yeah,
million.
I'm gonna be very generous. I'm in a generous mood today. 60 million.
No, pounds.
Yes. Very generous. 60 million.
I'm gonna say something. If Chelsea sell Conor Gallagher and keep Enzo, that's an L, bro.
I agree because Gallagher is a dog, but you can use him.
I'm talking about a player. I'm not talking about value or future value or nothing, right? Or contract or whatever shit. I'm talking someone who's useful for the squad, bro. Sell Enzo, get someone good, right? Go find you a player, get someone very, very good, and that's it, bro. Just do it. Just do
that. I'm in agreement with you. I have no problem with what you said. But the point is, all of these things that we have just unpacked about the Chelsea situation, you cannot, by definition, blame the manager. You can't.
Well, if they get, I think they're gonna get 6. I think Chelsea will finish 6, which is very good for them. Very, very good with them. 6 is good, huh? You think Chelsea can get 6?
The problem is with Chelsea is they're very inconsistent.
It's very good from where they are. Like, come on, that's very good from where, bro. They stayed 4 months, 10th or 11th, bro.
Yeah, I think they could get 6th. I think if they get 7th or 6th, I think they should give Poch Manager of the Year.
The problem is they have very, very tough fixtures coming up. Let's compare the fixtures of Arsenal, so Chelsea versus Man United. Who has the toughest fixtures, guys?
Okay, you open up the United one. I'll open up the Chelsea one.
Right.
Okay, Chelsea go to Arsenal away, Villa away, Spurs at home, West Ham at home, Forest away, Brighton away, and Bournemouth at home. That's their games.
Okay, let's count. What do we think realistically? Okay, at the current moment on the table,
for Chelsea, it's actually the opposite, Mo.
Chelsea played 1 game less, right?
Yes, they have a game in hand.
There is a game in hand that I don't know where it is. It's still to be played.
So I make a crazy claim right now? And remember this. Chelsea will get something from Arsenal, get something from Villa, get something from Spurs, but then either lose or draw to West Ham at home. And then lose or draw to either Forest away.
You think that Chelsea will end Arsenal title hopes this season?
Chelsea rise to the occasion and sink to the occasion. The better team that Chelsea come up against, the better that they play.
So you think Chelsea Win against
Oh,
Villa.
Chelsea is definitely getting at least a draw at the Emirates. They are.
Definitely.
Chelsea are the antidote to the Arsenal style of football. Pressing, attacking the spaces, pacing behind. If only Nicholas Jackson stops being a donkey in front of goal, I think they could get something at the Emirates. I'm actually being serious. Chelsea is the antidote of Arsenal. I'm being that serious.
Hmm. So how many points? Okay, so Chelsea games have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's
Seven
count.
games.
Count,
7 games,
count,
I think they get 16 points.
count. They draw at
15.
Arsenal, that's 1 point. Villa away,
A win. They beat Villa away.
4 points. Spurs at home,
They win. 7.
7. West Ham at home,
Lose.
7. Forest away,
Draw.
8 points. Brighton away,
Win.
11. Bournemouth home,
Win.
14 points. So Chelsea
Yeah.
get 14 points. Okay, let's get
Out
Man
of
United.
how many? 21 we said?
Yeah, 21. 14 out
Yeah,
of 21.
14. Okay.
Okay, let's do this. Man United play Sheffield at home, win 3 points.
Okay. Win.
Okay, Burnley at home,
Win.
win 6 points. Crystal Palace away,
Lose.
6 points. Arsenal at home, lose.
Lose.
They aren't gonna defend, in my opinion. They are. You know what they're gonna do, right? They're gonna try to
Yeah,
press.
yeah.
in the
Arsenal, I
beginning.
think, will win at Old Trafford.
Okay, that's 9 points.
No, that's
Newcastle at home,
6.
9. Yeah, they won against Sheffield, Burnley. Oh, that's 6 points.
Yes.
Newcastle at home,
Newcastle at home. Draw, I think, is fair.
draw.
Yes.
Okay, 7, and then Brighton away.
I think they beat Brighton because Brighton will be dead by then.
Away.
Yes. ما خلص last game of the season for Brighton.
7,
Nothing.
10. So Chelsea finish above them. So Chelsea
Yeah.
in 6.
Yes.
Let's do these super chats for guys. W
W's in the chat for my guy Naval Nation who's been supporting the channel today, man. Big up, big up, big up. W's in the chat for Naval
W's,
Nation.
guys. I'm gonna put W's from my Footy Judge Mo account on this.
Yes, big up
Come on.
Naval Nation. Three super chats in a row. Big up, Habibi.
And we're gonna discuss them now.
Yes.
Actually, each and every one of them.
Anything you want to say on City before we do the super chat?
We're gonna talk about City after super chat because these super chats are related to Chelsea. We'll talk about City
Okay.
after, right? We'll discuss this and then we'll do the super chats. Hamza Shampoo, how did City rob Chelsea?
Because it was a clear-cut penalty.
What do you actually have? How can someone watch this and doesn't think it's a freaking penalty? What have you guys been watching?
Bro, are you guys okay?
Are you serious? You don't think this is a penalty? It's crazy.
I don't know if the guy is serious. You know, one of the top Google trending searches right now is Grealish handball FA Cup.
What the fuck? Like,
Are you guys aware of this?
it's crazy.
This is actually one of the trending searches currently on Google.
Okay.
Grealish handball FA Cup. Now, 1 second more. Don't keep that super chat on the screen.
Mhm.
I'm about to open an image in a new tab, brother. Let's share. I want an explanation. 1 second before we read this one. I want an explanation. How is this not a handball? Yalla, tell me.
Share it.
Tell me, أخي. Yeah. Explain, حبيبي. Explain. Yalla. Jack Grealish literally moves his arm towards the ball. How is this not a pen? Hello? Hello, hello? My name is Jath. Hello, hello? Hello, hello? 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 HUSAM, you fraud. How did we rob Chelsea? How did we rob Chelsea? How? It's only a crystal clear handball that, you know, everyone in the entire penalty, in the entire world knows it's a penalty, you know? But apparently, according to Hamza's shampoo, or Hamza's 1 second, or the City fans who are always rattled and triggered, it's not a penalty. You know, this is the problem with these with these City fans that are just so entitled now that they've actually become delusional. Man said it is not a handball. I would play the video on the stream, Lisa, but obviously we can't for obvious reasons, you know. So
I don't think we need to see the video. Are we joking here or?
It's 100% a penalty, bro. Let's just say it as it is. It's a penalty.
Like, are we
Anyway, you want to
joking?
read them or I read
No,
them?
you read. I'm doing
Big up to Naval Nation who says Poch ain't the problem. Jackson is, Mudrik is, Noni is, Disasti, all of them should have finished our chances and had a pen. Should be talking about 3-4 goals. Jackson needs to go on a 2-year loan. You can't coach these players. That's the problem. Naval Nation, you cannot, by definition, you cannot teach finishing. This is something I say to my own fan base about my Uruguayan striker, and I try to explain to them. You cannot teach finishing. You can improve playmaking. We've seen it with Salah, Salah 17, 18 versus now. The guy creates unbelievable chances for us. So you can improve playmaking. You could even improve dribbling, hypothetically, maybe learn a couple of skill moves, learn how to get past someone, use your pace, but you cannot improve on finishing because it's the most difficult trait. That's why Erling Haaland, despite he looks like shit watching him, he is still one of the best players in the world because of his finishing ability. You cannot teach finishing. This is something people need to understand. You can't.
I disagree with you, but fine.
You think you can teach finishing?
Yeah.
Name a player that has come in as a shit finisher and then become a good one.
No, not shit, but you can improve. Didier Drogba.
Okay, you can improve from what? Shit
Didier
to
Drogba,
mediocre.
Didier Drogba improved massively in finishing over the years under Mourinho. Diego Milito improved massively in finishing.
But he was never shit.
Yeah, Diego Milito was never shit, but he wasn't top.
Neither was Drogba, by the way.
No, but they weren't top. There's a lot of people that improved in finishing.
Mo, let's not argue semantics. Obviously, you can go from a very good finisher to an elite finisher, but you cannot go from a shit one to a very good one. That's the problem here.
Anyway, I think Jackson can improve, of course, with a lot of work. He can improve. I don't think they work on his finishing at all. I don't think nobody is counting the guy as a finisher and the club. Like, I just don't like, and I think Jackson is a good player. Somehow his decision making in the final third and the final pass is absolutely horrendous. Like, he is horrendous in terms of like decision making, in my opinion, in the final third. Maybe a 2-year loan will help. Maybe going to a team like Fulham, Wolves, forced stay, something like this, he will improve. The problem with these loan spells, Naval, is that sometimes when they go on these loan spells, their level drop to that club's level, and they're done. Their career at a top club is done. They go drop to that level, and that's it. You cannot go back to be an elite player, especially because he's not young. The guy's 23 years old.
Yeah.
Like, if you send a 19 years old, right, like as a youngster, right, they can come back and improve. But at 23, 24 years old, it's either you're an elite player or you're not. Can you play in a big club or you cannot? Like, I've never seen a loan as a 23, 24 years old that a player that comes back as a star. They're done. Their career is over from that point at a top level. Unless they go and stay like 5 years somewhere, come back later in their career. That's my experience in football. Naval is saying, I don't know with Jackson. 3-4 experienced players next season, but I don't trust ownership. Youngster here, youngster there. It don't work. We have zero experience. Only Silva, that is, the guy is 40. It's not only that, Naval. There is another problem at Chelsea. The years, I'm going to say something, okay? And people are going to hate me for it.
Here we go.
The penalty incident that happened last week against Everton, Thiago Silva came and talked to them, and he walked away. He's like, bro, I'm not getting involved with these kids. I'm 40 years old, bro. Screw these kids, bro. Like, what is happening? It's not my job. I'm not captain. You know what I mean? I wasn't made captain here. I'm here. I'm giving all to the club and everything, but I'm not the captain. What is the captain? Gallagher, come talk to these guys. Because he talked to them and he left. And once he left, do you know what happened? They went and fought again. Bro, it's not about the number of years. Raheem Sterling has years and years of football experience, right?
Yes.
But he has zero
Crap
leadership.
experience.
He has zero leadership. Zero like Raheem Sterling cannot coach. You know, some players. I'm gonna give you an example. Gundogan, if you hear some of the Man City people, he used to tell the players where to be on the pitch. He used to give directions. You know what I mean?
Intelligence.
This is experience. You know what I mean? It's not only experience in terms of you can rack the number of years under your belt. You can have 15 years of playing experience, but you're never a leader. You aren't someone who
Chilwell is
directs,
another example.
huh?
Chilwell, another
Chilwell,
example.
years of playing in the England national team. The guy's silent on the pitch. He has zero experience. The guy fought with Conor Bradley. Like he has like it's like he's not there, bro. So it's not only about the years, it's about you need the right I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you an example. Joshua Kimmich at 25 years old, a leader. 25 years
True.
old.
Trent
He's
at
a leader.
24, a leader.
Well, does he really? Is he really a
There
leader
you
on
are.
the pitch?
There you are.
Is
He's
he
literally
really?
vice captain of Liverpool. Don't even try.
Yeah. Is he really a leader? Naval is saying, guys, W is because Naval is discussing the show with us. Liverpool wouldn't succeed in this position. Liverpool wouldn't succeed in this position. City wouldn't. United wouldn't. All these big teams would be ninth or 10th, 11th like us, unless you have experience. But if you don't end up like us, but if you don't, you end up
You
like
end
us.
up like us.
Yeah, yeah. Fact, you cannot win without experience. I have never seen a team win without leadership.
Yes.
I've never seen it, Nevo. And the problem is,
No team of kids has ever won anything.
Wallah al-Azim, I'm going to say this in the beginning. Like we said this in the beginning of the season, and people called us crazy. When we told the Chelsea guys that it doesn't matter how much talent you have on your squad from your eyes, you were never going to be able to get it right without 3 or 4 players to lead these kids. They told us, you don't know, they're ready now. You told us you're idiots. A lot of Chelsea fans told us you're idiots. You don't know football. They're ready now. They aren't ready anymore. They aren't. You're putting all your hopes on a 21 years old Cole Palmer, bro. Some of the Chelsea people. Just think about it. 21 years old is the only hope for you in this
From
season.
City's academy is your best player.
It's crazy. It's absolutely.
Think logic.
It's nuts. City are the new Barcelona. Look how quickly it was disallowed.
New Barcelona. You're gonna get Mo mad now. Let's not go there. That's the most sensitive topic right there. Let's not do that. That's the triggering topic for Mo.
How quickly it was disallowed. If we did that, there would be VAR, close-up angles, 3-5 minutes. The penalty would have been given, and the City, we all know that. Can I say something about Manchester City people and Manchester City fans? You're gonna get upset from what I say.
As per usual.
There are 2 ways of managing the games, and I used to say that, by the way, in the Italian league. Some teams get the call, and then we'll figure out if it's a clear and obvious, so we can reverse it or not. For you or against you, which I mean, let me just explain it to you. Man City, the penalty wouldn't be called against them, and then we'll see if it's clear and obvious. It's clear and obvious. Yes, we'll return it. If the penalty is for them, right, we call it, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Yes.
Right?
It's like the Juventus thing.
Yes, it's Juventus thing. Juventus is like, oh, penalty for Juventus. Is it wrong? Was I wrong to call that? They're like, well, you're borderline. Okay, so I made the right call. You know what I mean? I made the right call. I used to say that that's for the big teams, but now it's more and more obvious that, well, for City is like, I'm not gonna call it. Well, and then he calls the guys on that. Like, well, was I wrong? Michael Oliver, like, was I wrong, guys? Was that a penalty? He's like, well, his arms was close to him. Well, it can go both ways.
Find the reason, basically.
Well, it can go both ways. And he's like, should we go check the VAR? They're like, well, we don't want to make it a big deal. We don't want to make it a big deal. Well, by the way, he was right in front of it. He could have called it, right? And then went to the VAR and make his decision. I'm going to give you an example.
Yes.
Brighton got a penalty called against them where Lewis Dunk had his hand. He's flying for a tackle behind him. Do you know what the referee didn't see? Do you know what the referee did? He called it. Called it first. By the way, nobody saw it. So how did the referee see it? He just called it. He called it based on vibes. You know what I mean? Vibes. And then there's like, well, but his hand was behind him. He went and checked and said, it's not. And they said, because the commentators can hear the voice. They said it's not clear and obvious. So the call stood. Well, why didn't you call it today? You were literally just looking at it. But
It's
then
a
he's
joke,
like,
man.
I didn't see the touch. You're a bozo. You didn't see the deflection. He's like, he told the Chelsea players, I didn't see the deflection. What?
How
How
can you
didn't
not
you see
see
the
the
deflection?
deflection? How?
He gave it as a goal kick. It's vibes, bro. And I don't think it's corruption, but I tell you what it is.
I don't think it's corruption either. I'm just saying
I
that's
tell
the
you
one
what it is.
club that
I tell you what it
consistently
is.
get the
It's a
results against us.
mentality. I'm not gonna call it against City unless it's clear in front of me. It's a
Yeah.
mentality thing. It
Yeah.
used to happen to big clubs. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Even us, Inter, some games, it happens. The referee calls the penalty for Inter first, and then they check it. And I don't like that. I call it out. You know what I mean? For big teams, sometimes that happens. The problem is, it is happening so much for Manchester City. It's so much.
Yeah,
This
it's the
was
one
a
club
clear
that
and
it
obvious
consistently
error,
happens
bro.
for.
In a
Yeah.
cup semi-final, freaking go to the monitor, bro. Jack Grealish literally grabbed his hand close to him to touch the ball, and it was going towards the goal. Who knows? Ortega might not have saved it. The ball was wide open. No, it's crazy.
That's
It's
fact.
absolutely
He
crazy.
might have scored that. The wall was wide open. Yeah,
It
Ortega
was
might have
wide
not
open.
saved it. That's true.
I think this is.
Palmer could have scored the free kick to begin with. You're right.
I think it is a crazy.
By the way, you agree
call.
with me? It's a penalty, صح?
150. It's 150%. Like, how do you look? And I'm like, and how some City fans are saying it's not. Like, based on what, bro? Bro, his hand is up there. The ball was going here. He grabbed it. Like, he moved his hand towards the ball. And it drives me crazy, bro. Like this is crazy. That he didn't even go check it. Why? Why didn't you go and check it? Like, what is wrong with you?
He gave it as a goal kick as well, the bozo.
Like, it drew. Like, I was looking at it. I'm like, are you fucking crazy? At least not to check it. At least please, like, go and check it and have an explanation. What was your explanation? Like, what is it? What happened?
He didn't see the deflection was his explanation. That was his explanation.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But to be honest with you, and the last thing about City, and also, I'm going to say one more thing, right?
Yes.
The protection for Jack Grealish has to stop, people. Like, this has to stop.
From the fans or
from the fans. It has to stop. خلاص بقى يعني. Do you see what Doku did when he came on the pitch?
Yep.
Bro, but it has to stop. Like, someone has to stop this protection for Jack Grealish. Bro, English people, and I'm with all due respect to a lot of people, you guys are protecting your boy because he's English. This is not like this. This is getting crazy. Like, I don't know, because he's funny outside the pitch, because he helps families. That has nothing to do with the football. The guy
Who
flops.
defended him today?
On Twitter. Jack Grealish had a good game. Thank you, Jack. They shared his what is it called?
Ya Allah.
7.5. He was not as bad as the Real Madrid game. But come on, guys. The guy, again, even the commentators here were like, Martin Turner's like, sorry, McManaman, he's like, Jack, you might have to dribble at once. You're like, one time. He literally said, why is Jack Grealish not dribbling the way you have space? Go
Jack
at your
Grealish was crap against
fullback, bro. Go at your fullback.
Thing is, Jack Grealish's stats will always look nice because he does all the safe
bad.
stuff.
He was not bad. Like
No,
the
but
last
when
game.
you do all the safe stuff, you're gonna look good. And on top of that,
No, he
your stats will
dribbled
look
a couple of times, but that's not enough, bro. You played 65 minutes. You could have done. You had so many times. You are
This is basically the
isolated with
summary.
Malaguts. Pop, 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 outside of the foot. You know, like pop, 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 pass back. Pop, 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 pass back. Pop, 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 pass back. It's crazy. It's crazy.
He helps us sustain attacks.
He was better today because he created a couple of chances. He was better today. He was better.
Tershina Mansour, he says, as a Man City fan and MHF supporter, it's very obvious it's not a penalty and the ball moved due to air turbulence. مشوها شباب. You know, before I explain to the people, W is in the chat for my guy Mansour. شكرا لك حبيب Mansour. You know, but it's a very big super chat. Big up to you, Mansour. This guy said you terrible. Let me tell you about what Mashuha Shabab means. So you guys fully comprehend this. Mashuha Shabab is
Put
like,
it under the rug. Put it under the
yeah,
rug.
no, yeah, he's basically trying to bribe us to go like, خلاص عادي, يعني it's a penalty, عادي, ça va, it's okay. You know what Mashuha Shabab is? Is like, you know, when you go to, like, to the check-in counter to like to the airplane, and you know you put on your bag and your maximum allowed 30 kilograms, but it weighs 32 kilograms. You just look at the guy and go like, مشيها, إنه عادي, it's just 2 kilograms,
Let
not
it
that
go.
deep.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, like let it
Put
go,
it.
it's not that deep.
It's like
You
hide it
know,
under
take
the
the
rug.
pass
You know what
through.
I mean? That's a corruption, by the way. That's a corrupt Mansoor. Wallahi, that's a corrupt super chat. And I hope that you are good.
And you know what's funny? Zoom into his picture. Look at it.
He has Maradona handball.
Maradona's handball.
Maradona's handball. Mansoor. Wallahi, Mansoor. Yani. And also, I wanted to tell you something, Mansoor. Wallahi, God help the people in Dubai, to be honest, and Emirates. Like,
Yeah.
it's absolutely crazy. What happened is crazy for them.
Allah, I saw some videos. Insane.
Yeah, some of the people are really, and some of the shops, the small shops, it's bad, bro. It was bad for them. But Mansoor,
Yeah.
we aren't gonna put it under the rug. It was a clear penalty, Mansoor, and
Yes. Despite your
and
bribe, it was a penalty.
it's a clear penalty, and he should have lost the game, Mansoor. With all due respect, you know what the crazy thing is? People want to see Coventry play City. Did you see the guys in the group? They want Man
Nah.
United to lose, bro.
First of all, I don't want Man United to win a trophy, so I would rather Coventry win. The one positive
Okay,
I'll say about
let me give you options. I want Man United, Coventry, or Man City to win the FA Cup.
Coventry, of course, number one.
Okay,
Sure.
second.
Man City.
Really?
Yes. You think I
Wow.
will ever hate anyone other than Man United? Akhi, if Manchester City and Man United were in a title race this season, I will become a bigger citizen than the City fans in the chat. Are you mad? I'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
singing
For the
City,
title race,
City.
but for the cup is
Brother, I don't want Man United to win the Formula One. I don't want Man United to win anything. Akhi, if man said for the cup, as if I'm supposed to go like, oh yeah, for the cup, عادي. F that, brother. I would always choose anyone over United. Anyone in this whole chat over United. Let's not do that, bro. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Never saying VAR has been abused. It was based off tennis. It was meant for offsides only. Now VAR is not going to be involved in offside next season. Just for you to let you know,
Alhamdulillah.
it's going to be the semi-automated system and used in Italy and used in the within a minute, within 30 seconds, you know if the guy's offside or not. But now it's fouls, handballs, offside. It's multiple things now. What is VAR, people in the back? VAR rigged for any team? It's not rigged, but it's exactly what I'm telling you about. It's how I explained it.
No, 1 second more, because you broke it down perfectly earlier on. Here's the thing, Naval Nation. There are clubs in the world in which you make the decision first and then you wait for VAR to correct you. If that certain club was the decision against them. Manchester City is that club in England. Real Madrid, Barcelona is that club in Spain. Bayern Munich is that club in Germany.
Yeah.
Because in Michael Oliver's mind, it's essentially as follows. It's a much smaller controversy if I fuck up a Chelsea decision than if I do a City decision. So if that happened the other way, let's imagine Kevin De Bruyne was taking a free kick and Disasi done what Grealish done. Penalty.
No. Tell you the scenario. This is the scenario, guys. Before the ball touches Disasi's arm, before it goes to a goal kick, beep, penalty. And then he goes like, was it a penalty, people? Was I right? They're like, well, it did touch his arm, right? And we don't.
And if he doesn't give it, VAR gives it. So either way, they get a pen.
Like, do you know the difference is the call is basically.
Naval, we're all confused. It's inconsistent week in, week out, brother. That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem. I'll give you a prime example. It's against a club I hate. Fulham against Manchester City at home. Akanji jumps in front of the Fulham goalkeeper. Goal given. Not obstructing, nothing. Manchester United. Joachim Anderson scores a goal. Onana's clearly being obstructed. Goal given. Pure.
And then do you know what they do now? And then they check the VAR, and then the referee is like, well, it wasn't clear and obvious because the guy was like half a yard to the left. So, well, we don't think it's a free kick. We don't think it's an offside.
Before we move on to the Arsenal section, folks, there is 500 people watching us even at this time of the night. So we appreciate you choosing to spend your night with MHF. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Guys, you cannot move like Nicholas Jackson in the chat. You guys are all a bunch of Nicholas Jacksons because we have 500 people in here and we ain't even on 200 likes yet. Please hit the like button right here, right now. Every single one of you hit the like button. This is you watching us. I want you guys to hit this X button right here. Hit this like button right here. See? Boom. Hit this like button. Yes, we like our own videos because if you don't like you, who gonna like you? So hit the like button, subscribe. It's a free button, yeah. It's a free button. Don't be stingy. So Mo, you want to introduce the Arsenal segment? Go ahead, Mo. Talk to people about Arsenal.
They were so basically what happened in Arsenal game. Arsenal were in control. Wolves were depleted, yes, but I think Arsenal did their job, and people just want to slag them off. People want to say Arsenal are, well, you only won against a depleted Wolves. So what do you want them to do? Yeah, they did their job. I think they were in control. My problem with the game is I saw really that Saka could have been rested. The guy looks tired. The guy looks out of it. He needs to be taken out of the firing line. He needs to be sat on the bench for a bit. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that he is still playing 90 minutes. Bukayo Saka, listen, he needs to be subbed out. He needs to be at the bench, in my opinion. Declan Rice as well looked good, but again, you're gonna run the guy to the ground. Also, why doesn't Arteta understand that in 3 days he has Chelsea, and it's a much tougher game than Wolves? Much tougher game than Wolves. I don't get it. What is wrong? Oh my god. Here we go. It will go with the agenda against Arsenal. Anybody that doesn't play ping pong football like HUSAM Liverpool team, yeah, he's like, it's boring. It's not boring, Yahi. It's not that boring. Today's game was a little bit boring because I was on my phone, to be honest. But the majority of the time, Arsenal aren't boring. The one that I'm looking at today is why William Saliba has been kind of shaky a little bit. Why are you sleeping? Why is you're bored of Arsenal? But Arsenal today weren't that boring though. They only had 53% ball position, Yahi. They only had 24 shots. That's the blanket is crazy though. The blanket is not. Can I see this?
Arab blanket, isn't it?
Can I see the blanket? Can I see the blanket?
Yeah, of course you can see the blanket. I'm just trying to fall asleep here.
It says very Arab blanket though.
This is as Arab as it can come.
It's an Arab as it can get من السوق, bro.
Carry on, bro. I'm letting you speak.
No, but it's just for me, Arsenal, I'm gonna say you win the next 5 games, you win the Premier League. Very, very simple, in my opinion. Just win the next 5 games. You win the Premier League. You did your job. Don't worry about the likes of HUSAM. Don't worry about the likes of people that are say you need to be exciting. You don't need to be exciting, Arsenal people. All you need is to get the 3 points one way or the other. It's as simple as that. You just need 3 points and you'll be golden. You'll be good to go. Do Arsenal still have a chance of winning the league? 100%. Do Arsenal need to win every game? Probably yes. Because Man City, if they drop point, it will be 1-1 game. Today's game, Gabriel just played well. Kai Havertz was not bad. Trossard scored a goal. Saka wasn't it, to be honest, today. Kivior made a mistake. But that's about it, to be honest. For Arsenal. I think you're lagging or something like this. And HUSAM fell asleep doing the watch along. Where are you? Are you even here? But that's about it.
Sorry, are we done?
We're done with Arsenal.
Oh, the Arsenal section. Ooh, that was the most difficult watch of my life today. That was the most difficult watch of my life.
They had 25 shots. 25 shots. What do you want?
That was a very difficult game to watch. I'll be honest with you. I fully fell asleep watching that game right there. I fell asleep. You can ask just Tabang and Toka, who was there earlier on. I actually went on halftime. I took a 5 minute nap. Took a 5 minute nap to make sure I'm actually ready if anything happens. I just fell asleep. It was a very difficult watch. Arsenal are by far the most boring club to watch in the entirety of the world. I've never seen a more boring club to watch. I would rather watch Atletico Madrid than watch Arsenal at this point because it's so boring. It's jarring to watch them. It's the same shit over and over and over again. I had Arsenal fans in my chat today say how boring it was. It was very boring. It could people could put people to sleep easily. I actually, sometimes I find trouble sleeping. Today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the game on replay on BN Sports, and I'm just gonna watch it so I can fall asleep. It's so boring. Even the likes of Igal are coming out and saying it's boring. There are Arsenal fans I can send the screenshot to more right now who are tweeting that Arsenal need to pay them a minimum wage to watch Arsenal Football Club. It's just so boring, and they're just so jammy and dodgy. And the way that they scored the first goal was just like, come on, come on. I don't believe, Arsenal have a good defense and shit. They play, they play, what's it called? They play Simeone ball when they don't have possession, and then they try to recreate Pep ball when they have possession. So they're trying to do the best of both worlds, basically. But they're so boring to watch. I just can't do it. I just can't do it, to be honest with you. So if you're an Arsenal fan, you won't like what I'm saying because you're emotionally invested. So you will never find your own club boring. But yeah, Arsenal is just boring, 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 boring. Arsenal, very boring.
Do you think they can win the league?
Yes.
Do you think if they win the next 5 games, they win the league?
No.
Can you
Because
tell Arsenal fans this?
The other part of the equation is City drop points. That I don't know. I have to see.
Have you seen City today?
Yes. Have you seen Brighton?
Yeah.
Have you seen West Ham?
Yeah.
Have you seen Wolves? Have you seen Fulham? Thank you for coming. We're relying on Arsenal's biggest rival. That's it.
You're relying on Spurs.
Yeah, that's the only club that can take any points off Man City. Let's just cut the crap and say
What do
it
you
as it is.
think about this Saka problem that is happening? Saka looked tired today. He looked very leggy. He looked like he doesn't want to be there. Why is
Saka
Arteta
would have
playing him?
20 Premier League goals in the Liverpool system. You just need to unleash the monster. I see so much in that guy. So much in that guy. Even at the end, like 87th minute, he dribbled past 3 guys and he didn't score. But the fact that he can do that shows me that there's a
No,
monster
but I
waiting
think
to
he
be
needs a
unleashed.
break, bro. In the first half, he looks so tired.
I don't think it's necessarily a break. I just think it's the way that Arsenal play football is not conducive to the abilities of Bukayo Saka. It's not. Even he's yawning thinking about Arsenal, but he wants to blame me. Why are you yawning?
Because
Let me
Arsenal.
Google right now. Time in Texas. Time in Texas.
7:15. 7:15.
7:15. Have you ever seen anyone yawn at 7:15 p.m.? Why did he yawn? He's making fun of me. Why did you yawn? Since Arsenal are so entertaining to talk about.
To be honest, I yawn because I've been sitting watching screens for about like.
That's a lie. We don't yawn because of a screen. No one yawns
No,
because of a screen. He said, Wallahi. He's bored of Arsenal. He's so boring. He's
I'm
so
not
boring.
bored of Arsenal. To be honest, the league is dead, bro.
Yes, the league is dead. I agree with you.
Why?
فده مو انا المكبس الكبسه هاي بكون عارف ليش كبستها.
I know.
ما
I'm
بدنا
just
قلة
checking.
ادب. قلة ادب منه طبعا مش منك. Anyway, so اخر كلمه سبب الكبسه. Yeah, it's just boring, man. It's just dead. It's boring. I'll be honest with you. Look, I'm gonna watch all the Arsenal games remaining. I'm gonna watch all the City games remaining because they're basically our rivals. But I actually think we'll be out of it tomorrow, Mo. If you can see my predictions, if you see my predictions, I predicted 1-1 Fulham Liverpool. I think we'll be out officially tomorrow. خلاص.
Oh, you think you're done tomorrow?
Yeah, we're done.
You guys,
We're done.
Liverpool fans, think your season is over.
Yeah, season's
Are you
done.
feeding off this guy's energy? Are you guys
Season's
in the
done.
chat feeding off this guy's energy?
Liverpool fans in the chat, do you guys believe we can win the league?
Do you guys believe you can win the league in the chat? Liverpool,
That's
I'm
true.
sure you
It
have.
won't be a boring game. Yeah, we're at Craven Cottage. We are at Craven Cottage. The game is away from home.
You know, and people ask why the league is dead. And let me unpack this. Do you know why the problem is? The problem is people like Hussam telling
Here,
everyone that the league is over.
done.
The league is over. You're telling everyone that the league is over, يا أخي.
And the one guy that's saying this is a United fan. Do it for club. شو بدك أحسن هيك. Yes, the league is done. See?
The league
خلاص.
is for everybody then. Oh my god.
The reality is Arsenal and
So to be
Liverpool.
honest with you, if you guys say that, City have to be found guilty then. They have to start to like 15 points behind everyone every season for the next 3 years.
I'm all for that. Hopefully 25 points behind. So we can actually win.
Do you guys did you see the news about Pep not renewing coming from Spain?
إن شاء الله. سق الله وهو طالع. إن شاء الله I never see his face in this league again unless it's managing Liverpool.
Bro, this guy needs to retire from club football, bro. He needs to coach your national team.
Yes.
The
Go
problem
go
is
go coach. Go coach Spain.
if you
وخلاص.
coach in Spain, they will win. You know, they will win the
Leave me
World Cup,
alone,
they will
yeah.
win the Euros.
Pep is what started this boring fucking robotics sport becoming a boring robotic sport anyway.
If you guys
It's
haven't
just-
heard the rant from last week, I
Go
think
go
I'm-
watch it. Go watch the Grealish rant, honestly. The Pep Guardiola, the Barcelona rant, if you would like. I think it was after the Barcelona PSG game. you
yeah,
know?
I'm gonna clip it and put it on the channel.
Yeah, you have to clip it. You have to ask Vel. We forgot to ask Vel actually.
I don't know where Vel is.
I think Vel, when we stream, it's too late for him, so he's probably asleep. So we have to tell him.
We need to clip that about Barcelona. But anyway, if Pep Guardiola leaves, I think the Premier League becomes more. You guys know the best time for the Premier League for me to watch? 2009 to 2017. 10 years.
08,
17
09, we should have won the league, man. Wallahi, we should have won the league.
So
Rafa
09,
Benitez, you are a criminal.
09, Manchester United. 10, Chelsea. 11, United. 12, Manchester
City.
City. 13,
United.
United. 14,
City.
City. 15, Chelsea. 16, Leicester. 17, Chelsea. 18, Man City.
No.
And then, and then 18, Manchester City. 17, 18, Manchester City. 16, 17.
Oh, yeah.
That's Antonio Conte. The thing about it, if you look at this 10 years, no team has retained the title. So it's very exciting. You don't know who's going to win the league. Leicester won it. Chelsea with Mourinho, then Chelsea with Conte. Manchester United, Didier Drogba the last game, like in 2010 with Ancelotti. And then comes Pep Guardiola to the Premier League. What happens? Dead. Yes, you bring the money. Yes, you bring the best players. But as a competition, it's fucking dead. It's dead.
There's only one manager who has stopped him.
Yeah, Jurgen Klopp. But my point about it is that how do we have 3 teams within 2 points of each other and we're saying the league is over? This is how bad it is, by the way. It's how bad it is. Imagine if this was Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, Mourinho. I want you guys to think about this. Imagine this is 2007 and it's Arsene Wenger, Mourinho, and Alex Ferguson, 2 points, 6 games left. It would have been, number one, it would have been the best content ever. It would have been the best discussions ever. The games would be way more exciting. You know what I mean? I would have been doing 10 hours content and you guys would have been bored. Right? But watch the content now. Watch the talks now. The league is over. Liverpool are out of it. And by the way, theoretically speaking, within 6 games left, even Liverpool being as bad as they are, we should be speaking about Liverpool. Oh, if they drop 2 points, it's Arsenal chance, it's City chance. Oh, can they come back? But no, we think one slip and you're done, you're out. It's over for you. It's done, you're over. It's like, no
but even you agree that if we draw to Fulham tomorrow or lose,
it's
done.
It's over for you.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no chance. But that's how bad it is. That's the robotic
reality.
system-based football that I don't like. It's the robotic. It's the no exciting.
Don't start again. It's too late to start this again. Don't start again.
The no exciting football.
Let's post it as a clip. Let's not do this again.
That's bullshit, bro. Because it's bullshit that I'm doing. Like we're trying to talk about the games, and it's just bullshit, bro.
In 08, 09, I didn't give up.
Of course.
Till the end, I didn't give up. 08, 09, and it was Man United and Ferguson we were chasing.
This fraud fully. Played Mario. Did you play Mario today again?
Bro, go to my watch along. There is a full timestamp for Super Mario. I fully
Really?
switched on Super Mario, start playing it. Bro, Arsenal are fucking dead to watch. You think I'm joking? Entertainment value for the league from Arsenal is fucking shit, bro. No one trying to watch that shit. I fully
Yeah.
played Super Mario and the people were entertained. They were actually telling me Mario is more entertaining than the game. I even beat one of the final bosses.
Anyway, people, listen. Um, I think we're gonna end it here, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody that tuned in, and just a big shout out to Naval, of course, who sent a super chat, to Hamza's 1 second, but Naval and what is his name?
Mansoor.
Mansoor. Why did his super chat disappear? It's somewhere. It's right here.
Yeah, it's still on the screen, literally.
Yeah, it's not in the studio though, which is weird. I hope that. Like anyway, I want to thank you guys for supporting CMO Sports, of course. Thank you everybody
Connor.
that's supporting the channel. Thank you everybody that liking. I hope that we get to, and we can actually redirect to someone. Do you want to redirect to someone?
Who's live? Tell us first.
Lee.
لي جانر؟
Yes.
خلص ريدايركت لي جانر يلا why not.
Let's redirect to Lee. Is he still
Guys, I
live?
want you to smash in Lee Gunner's chat MHF raid right now.
Wait.
MHF raid here. I just put it as a comment in the chat. This right here. Copy paste this comment. Everyone copy paste it in the chat right now and go over to Lee's channel and just literally spam this in Lee's chat right now. Go spam it in Lee's chat. I'm
Yes,
gonna be
people.
over there as well.
Yeah, let's
Gonna be over
go.
there
Let's
as
do
well.
it. Yes.
Let's do it.
Yalla.
Yeah. See you guys.